Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Lizzie, and for today's video, I'm going to be listing the horror films that I'm looking forward to the most in the upcoming year, 2023. This video should go up before that, but if it comes up right at the beginning of the year, still counts. It's still the movies that I'm looking forward to in 2023. So it's been a while since I've done one of these. It's been a while since I've kind of done a longer video as well, so please bear with me as I go through this list because, like I said, it's been a minute. So I am excited to go through this. So I didn't get a full list of like 10 or anything. I think I have about 9 films on this list that are films that I'm looking forward to, and I think some of them you'll be a little bit surprised at where they're at, some probably not so much. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to be counting backwards from 9 to 1. So the first film on our list is Evil Dead Rise. I am going to be getting some of the information for these films off IMDb, probably most of it. So the storyline reads, moving the action out of the woods and into the city, Evil Dead Rise tells the twisted tale of two estranged sisters whose reunion is cut short by the rise of flesh-possessed demons, thrusting them into a primal battle for survival as they face the most nightmarish version of family imaginable. I think it's very interesting that this film is going to be, like I said, taken out of the kind of the wood setting that we're used to when it comes to Evil Dead films. It looks like it's meant to be its own thing, not any addition to the original franchise or the remake. It's a standalone film as far as I can tell, and I think, but love the Evil Dead films, originals and the remake, so I think that it will be an awesome addition to the film, and it's something that I am looking forward to. But it is 9 on the list because as of right now there's no trailer or any additional information regarding the film, so it's sitting at 9. The next film on the list is Don't Open the Door. So this is one that I just found when looking through a list of films coming out this year, and the plotline for this one is a young man tells his new girlfriend he loves her for the first time, and then finds himself next in line for a nightmare curse that claims all of the boyfriends who have come before. That's really the only information on this one. We have some cast listing. I don't really recognize necessarily anybody in the list currently, and as we stand, there's no current trailer for this film, but I loved that plotline. It sounds very interesting. It sounds a little Scott Pilgrim versus the World but horror version, so I'm really interested and excited for when we do get a trailer for this one. So number 7 on this list is Salem's Lot remake. So with any remake, I am nervous. If you've been subscribed to my channel for a while, you already know this, but if you are new here, I did actually watch Salem's Lot for the first time, I'm gonna say probably roughly 2 years ago, is whenever I did my 101 Days of Horror, and I will tag that video. So the original Salem's Lot is not a film that for me I grew up with. I know that it is definitely one of those films that is like a childhood favorite for a lot of people, and I really liked it, and it definitely became like a favorite vampire film. Again, if you're new here, I love vampires. And I definitely really enjoy that film, but again, it doesn't hold like this long-lasting place in my heart. So when it comes to a remake, I'm excited, but of course, with any remake, I'm also nervous. There's really not any information about this one either. Again, there is a cast listing already up, and it looks like it's just following the same plot line as the Stephen King novel and the original. But as of right now, no trailer for that one either, so we will just have to, I guess, wait and see until that trailer comes out. So that's why it sits at 7. Number 6 is Knock on the Cabin. This one is a M. Night Shyamalan film. If you are not aware, I actually very much enjoy his films. Those that I have seen, at least, I've pretty much always enjoyed. Even ones that I feel like are less popular, I've enjoyed. So I'm always excited to see something from him, and that included this. I recently did a reaction to the trailer for my Patreons because this was one that I was a little late on reacting to the trailer. I didn't do it for my channel, so I put it up along with another film on this list, which I will get to. I did a double trailer reaction, and this looks so good. So it is about a family that goes on vacation, and while on vacation, they're taken hostage by an armed group of strangers that demand that the family make a choice to avoid the apocalypse. They have to decide whether or not they are going to sacrifice one of them. What I kind of gathered from the trailer, they don't say it in the trailer, but I'm kind of guessing is that these groups of strangers are all people who have survived in the past and have probably been made to make this decision. Again, that's just a guesstimation, but I definitely felt like it kind of leaned that way in the trailer, and I'm really excited for this. The cast of it looks amazing. We have David Bautista, who is part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He plays a character in Guardians of the Galaxy. It also has Rupert Grint, who, if you don't know, for whatever reason, played Ron Weasley in the Harry Potter movies, so of course adore him. It has Jonathan Groff plays one of the one half of the couple that is being held hostage, and he has been in a bunch of stuff. He's a voice in Frozen, he was in Hamilton. I mostly recall him from Mindhunter. That's what I recognized him from. He played one of the FBI agents. And he's a fantastic actor, so I'm excited really for this whole kind of cast. It is definitely very exciting that the main couple in this are a gay couple, LGBT couple, which I love that, and they have a daughter, and it looks so cute, and they look so adorable, but I'm also feel like this is a film, I said in my trailer reaction that I feel like this is a film that is going to be a tearjerker. Definitely one that I feel like there's gonna be some crying involved watching this film because there's gonna be death. But it still looks really good, and I'm super excited for it. So number 5 on the list is the other film that I recently reacted to the trailer for, and that is Alone at Night. So this one is kind of the only one on the list that I feel like is maybe going to be a little bit more B-movie, possibly a little bit more low budget, but the cast for this is fantastic. So let me go ahead and tell you what the film is about. So it stars Ashley Benson, who plays a cam girl dealing with a recent breakup. She goes to a cabin to be by herself and work on filming and camming. She starts being stalked, hunted by someone. It also stars Paris Hilton and Pamela Anderson. Pamela Anderson plays a cop, while Paris Hilton plays some sort of host, like a TV host or something. It seems, the trailer was a bit odd. It seems like maybe what's gonna happen is that Ashley Benson's character's camera is gonna be like taken over, and Paris Hilton's gonna be hosting this show of whatever is going on. That's kind of what the vibe I got, but they didn't really fully put that in the trailer. I feel like maybe that's meant to be a bit of a plot twist, but I'm really excited for this because just the cast, like, really, that's amazing, and I like kind of the concept of it. But yeah, it's got a pretty cool cast of people, minus one person I wasn't thrilled to see is in this, which I mentioned in my trailer reaction, so join Patreon if you want to know why. But all in all, I'm really excited to see that, even though it looks like I said, probably the most kind of B movie possibly on the list, even though it has such a great cast, and I'm still excited to see it anyway. So then on the number 4 on my list, which may be a little bit surprising that it's not a little bit higher up actually, is Final Destination 6. If you know me, I love the Final Destination franchise. I always say, like, that's my second favorite. Like, I say Scream, obviously, and then Final Destination, and then Saw. So the order of this list might be a little surprising if some of you know me, but when it comes to a 6th Final Destination film, I've been hesitant. I've been hesitant at the idea of either, because there has been talk about doing either a TV show or that there was going to be another movie. There's going to be another movie. It follows a group of first responders who escape death and then start being killed off. So I think that's going to be interesting and definitely going to make for an interesting opening scene to see kind of how that happens. I feel like they're all going to be involved in some sort of accident that they get out of. Maybe they're all in the first responder EMT vehicle together. Not sure how they're going to work that out. I feel like that's kind of the idea that I would go with, but who knows? So it's going to be really interesting. But why I'm so hesitant and feel just kind of indifferent about it at this point is because of the fact that the way the fifth one ended. So spoiler alert if you have not seen the fifth Final Destination, but it wraps up the entire series. The ending of the fifth one is the beginning of the first, which I know they poke a little fun at in Scream 4, but I loved it. And so having introduced another film, I don't know if it's going to just be so I don't know if it's just going to be a standalone film, if it's going to be, it's titled Final Destination 6. So I'm assuming it's supposed to be part of this franchise and not a standalone or a start of something new. Maybe they'll change the title. I'm not really sure. This is one we really have absolutely no information on. Again, of course, no trailers. There's not even a cast listing at this point. I will say the one thing they need to make sure that is in this film, not that the people involved in it are watching my channel, but is Tony Todd, because we all know fourth film, only film that doesn't have anything with Tony Todd in it, worst film in the franchise. So they gotta at least bring him back in some sort of way, either bring him back as a mortician, has his voice involved like they did with the third one. He's gotta be in there somewhere, because he's part of that franchise. He just is. So number 3 is Infinity Pool. This one, I was even kind of a little bit surprised that I put it so far up on the list, but I'm definitely excited for it. It's going to be a new Maya Goth film that has nothing to do with the current X series. It's something totally different, but she stars in it alongside Alexander Skarsgård, who of course I feel like his family has kind of made its way into like icon of horror. He was in the True Blood franchise. His brother is Pennywise, and they play opposite each other. He plays one part of a couple that go off on a beach vacation where they meet my Goth character and some other characters. If you haven't seen the trailer yet, I highly suggest checking out. I feel like it's a film that is a little bit hard to kind of describe if you haven't seen the trailer, so just check it out because it looks really good, unless it's something you want to go into completely blind, of course. I don't feel like they spoil too much, but they definitely give away some kind of key plots of the film, so just forewarned there. Number 2, probably, I don't think I'm much surprise to anyone, even though I'm sure most of you probably thought Final Destination would go in this spot, but it's Saw 10. I am excited for this one. I feel kind of the same way I feel about Final Destination 6, like, do we really need another Saw movie? But I'm always going to be excited for another Saw movie. There's no real current plot for this one at the moment. There's no plot details, at least up on IMDb, about this one. There is some cast listing. Tobin Bell, John Kramer is going to be back for this, so I think that'll be interesting. It'll be kind of interesting to see where this film is supposed to lie in the franchise, because I have a feeling it's gonna be, I don't know if it'll be some sort of prequel style, if it'll be just inserted somewhere along the storyline, what it'll kind of be given, you know, how the franchise ended in the previous films. Either way, I'm really excited for this. Like I said, no matter what, I'm gonna be excited for a solid film. Like, I can't wait. I can't wait till we get more information and trailers and all of that. Now, at number 1, again, absolutely no surprise to anyone, whether you're viewing my channel for the first time, as you can see from my background, Scream 6. So, of course, I am so excited for this. It is interesting. I didn't really realize it. that we're having a Scream 6 and a Final Destination 6. So same amount of films in their franchises, which is really cool. I'm so excited for this. It is a film that I am nervous about, obviously, given the fact that Neve Campbell is not in it, unless she makes like a sudden surprise, but she's not going to be in this. We do still have Courtney Cox, Gale Weathers, going to be making an appearance. I hope that she's going to play a pretty lead part. It takes place in New York City, which if you have seen Scream 5, you know that that is where she ended up, where she has currently been working and living for however amount of time. And so I definitely think that she is going to play a big part in this. At least I'm hopeful. I really would love for Scream to be, as much as I love Sydney and I love Neve, be about Gale, but I do think that obviously we have this new group of actors and characters that are really kind of restarting the franchise almost. I hate to say it, but they kind of are. They're really our main people of the film, so I think it really will mostly focus on them. I think it will mostly focus on the Carpenter sisters for this one, which is fine by me. I'm so excited for this. So far as this video is coming up, as I'm filming this, we only have a teaser trailer, which I liked. I mean, it was short, but it's interesting, and I cannot wait for more. Cannot wait for more trailers for this film. But yeah, there is my list. That is my list of the 9 films that I'm looking forward to in 2003. So let me know what your thoughts are on this list. Let me know what films I might have missed that you are looking forward to, or let me know where you would kind of put some of these. Let me know all of that in the comments down below. I hope that you did enjoy this video. If you did, please do give it a big old thumbs up. Make sure you hit the subscribe button for more spooky and horror related content, and I will see you all again later with another video. Bye!